ladies and gentlemen, and a happy good morning to you wherever you are. This is the Clara Luper Radio Show, and today's show is being brought to you by Robert Gates of Gates Barber Shop, located at 2609 North Martin Luther King in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Today you will have the opportunity once again to enjoy the Clara Luper Radio Show. Today I'm broadcasting from the 97th edition of the Oklahoma State Fair. Love Affair returns as this year's theme. Since the year 1907, the Oklahoma State Fair has provided a fun family atmosphere that showcases the achievements of all Oklahomans. This year will be no different as fairgoers can once again experience the excitement, the attraction that is sure to make you love a fair. The administration and the state of Oklahoma are working to provide a bigger, better fair that appeals to every segment of the Oklahoma community. There you have entertainment. You have new attractions. And if you walk around the fairground, you will find that they continue to improve the customer service and grounds. The grounds are clean and simply makes you love a fair. Many new things await you on your visit to the fair, but there are some things that do not change. Among those are CP's Catfish Cafe, Miss Merlin's Gumbo, all in front of the Travel and Transportation Building for your enjoyment. Let's celebrate the fair. Those of you that are interested in going to the horse show, and they say it's the capital of the world, there's a multi-horse exhibit called the Roundup. There's a shark encounter, a live shark exhibit. The Mummy returns live, an interactive journey of the ancient mummy's tomb, and two attractions that can be found on the Cox Communications B52 Entertainment Plaza. There's a survivor thing out here who can stay in an automobile for the 17 days of the fair. I need not tell you about the rides because they have all kinds of rides out here. And some of the grandstand events are Disney on Ice presents Princess Classic, the PRCA Championship Rodeo, and the Extreme Monster Truck National. Returning to the rodeo this year will be live concerts by Sarah Evans, Neil McCoy, and the Oak Ridge Boys immediately following each go round. Now the days are divided to such an extent that each one can find something special for a special day. And this is your special day. And this portion of our program is being brought to you by Johnson Sardinas, located in the heart of Oklahoma City. Johnson Sardinas Daycare is owned by Paul and Gloria Matthews, guaranteed to give you professional service. Wouldn't you like to take your children to a place where you know they will be taken care of? And when I say taken care of, I mean at 1643 Northeast 50th Street. Write this number down, 424-4656, Johnson Sardinas. And Johnson Sardinas sends congratulations to the fair goers this year. And Johnson Sardinas say one of the highlights of their day will be the day that their young people will be able to experience what it's like to attend a fair. It's exciting. You will have the opportunity out here to ride a camel. Isn't that exciting? Wouldn't you like to get on the back of a camel and feel like you're on the desert somewhere? Wouldn't you like to enjoy the ride? Well, I don't know about you, but I know you will enjoy Miss Merlin's gumbo, Miss Merlin's bean and rice, Miss Merlin's shrimp on the stick. Oh, you will enjoy. And don't be surprised. If you have to wait in line, don't mind waiting a few minutes because one lady told me last night that good catfish is worth waiting for. We have catfish, CP's catfish. That catfish is so delicious it will make you love your mother-in-law. If you ever decide that you're going to really fall in love, you will fall in love after eating CP's catfish. Thank you so much for coming to CP's Catfish and asking for Clara Luper's lemonade. In order to understand Clara Luper, you've got to understand that Clara Luper is from that beautiful town of Hoffman, Oklahoma. Now, many of you have been to Hoffman, Oklahoma, and you say, well, that's no town. Calvin always talks about the one-stop sign. Well, what Calvin Luper and others have to realize that it's all in your mind and in the minds of those of us that grew up in the Hoffman and Grayson area. We think those two places are the greatest places. And incidentally, everybody from Hoffman and Grayson are certainly invited to come by and say hello to one of your own, Clara Shepherd Luper. Have you ever thought about insurance? Well, why don't you think about it now? Allstate Insurance Company, located at 730 North Britton Road. The telephone number is 843-0811. Call Marilyn, call April, or call Calvin for your insurance needs. Now, Marilyn says, even though she will be in and out, she will take care of your business and the office will not be closed. Sometimes we need to start thinking about owning a dream home. Do you want to own your own home? Aren't you tired of at the end of the year you have nothing but receipts where you have paid somebody rent? Well, I can tell you something. There's a company in Oklahoma known as the Phenomena Mortgage Company. That company is helping people see the light. That company can handle your purchases if it's the first time. They can refinance if you need it. You want to consolidate those bills at a low interest rate. Call Avery Hicks, 424-2100. Maybe you just want to lower your existing interest rate. Call Avery Hicks at 424-2100 for the Phenomena Mortgage, which will guarantee you a phenomenal experience. Once again, that's Avery Hicks at 424-2100. They are coming in now. People of all descriptions, and here's Maryland. Here's a young man that, he's driving away. I wanted to have the opportunity to say hello to him, but he's gone. They are coming now. They are coming into the fair. And what difference does it make if it's cloudy? It's never too cloudy to enjoy Oklahoma State Fair. Have you seen a shark lately? They have a shark exhibit out here that I want you to look at. And certainly I want you to bring your children out here so they can have that shark experience. They are waving at me now. Somebody say, well, Clara Luper, you, Calvin, and the rest of you are really popular out here. Why are you so popular? I said, we are giving color to the fair. Mr. Givens is coming in now. Mr. Givens, all smiles, all in his red, and he has something that is really exciting. Oh, here she comes, the Queen of Gumbo, Marilyn Hildred. Marilyn, congratulations on your beans and rice, on your shrimp on the stick, on your gumbo, and you can talk to the people in Oklahoma.
Good morning and welcome to all of you to visit with Clara Luper. And I would like to take this opportunity to invite you to the Oklahoma State Fair. Stop by CP's Catfish and Miss Maryland Seafood Gumbo. I am so excited and I know I'll be so happy to see your smiling face. come by and get some of that gumbo, red beans and rice and shrimp on a stick. Let me know that you're there, and I look forward to seeing you, and I just want to let you know that we love you, we appreciate your business, and without you, nothing is possible because you are the ones that make this state fair of Oklahoma the state fair of our dreams. I am so excited. I am so excited. I missed everything except seeing. I didn't get to see Calvin on TV, and I wanted to see that. I heard he was on TV showing that catfish and French fries, and inviting all of you to the Oklahoma State Fair. So when I see you this afternoon, I just wanted you to say hello to me. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Marilyn. You ought to see her in her yellow, looking good like Marilyn always does. Yes, it's time to buy Miss Marilyn's gumbo, Miss Marilyn's shrimp on the stick. And I am so happy that she has some help. Alicia has arrived to help her grandmother this weekend, to help her mother this weekend. And last night, Jayla had the time of her life visiting the fair and asking people to buy her grandmother's gumbo. Yes, we would like to thank Calvin, and we would like to thank KWTV for interviewing him yesterday. You had the opportunity just to see that delicious catfish prepared by that expert, C.P. Wilson. C.P. Wilson learned how to fry fish from his mother, who was born in Texas, and incidentally, C.P. was born in Texas, and she taught him how to fry fish. Now, I don't know how to do it, but he has taught some of the workers out here how to do it. He understands how to cut fish, he understands how to fix it, and he has a special recipe. Yesterday, a gentleman from Wyoming came up to the booth and enjoyed the catfish, and he said, "Give me your catfish recipe." CP said, "Do you think I'm going to give you my secret? I'm not going to do that." And the man said, "Well, I don't blame you, because if I could fry fish like that, I would tell anybody about it." This is the Clara Luper Radio Show, and this portion of our show is being brought to you by Hometown, located at 23rd and Martin Luther King. Now, they have some special meat sale. You can go by and get your meat for the entire week, all at Hometown here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Congratulations to Miss Artie of Artie's Beauty Shop, who is also the president of a missionary group at the Fifth Street Baptist Church, where they had a big birthday dinner on last Monday. I think it was Monday at 4 o'clock. They had a birthday dinner. And guess who walked into that dinner? Mrs. Bertha Golson, and the people went wild because Mrs. Bertha Golson has been out here for a while, but she's looking good like someone always. That's one of my children, Larry. Come here, Larry. That's one of mine. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a man that sells the meat. He can sell you any kind of meat. I'm very happy to present one of my own.
Good morning, and I'm here at Clara's place fixing to have some catfish. Best catfish in the world. And we bring it to her, but I have nothing to do with the way she fixes it. She is the best. I'm going to turn you back over to Clara now.
No, you are. You're going to tell the people about the meat out here that you sell.
Yeah, you come out here, and you can, any place out here on the grounds, you get Schwab's Meats. And we've been in business here in Oklahoma City about 90 years, and been selling Miss Clara for darn near that long. Of course, as young as she is, we haven't been selling her very long. But come out here and try these meat, and whatever you do, the best thing out here is Miss Clara's catfish. You need to come out here and try it. CP's catfish. There you go. Actually, back when I was, let me tell you, and I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but Miss Clara was one of my teachers back in school. So I've known her many, many years, and she's always made this good catfish. So get out here and try it, folks.
Thank you, Larry. You know, the funny thing about Larry, the other day he was out here eating catfish, and so he came up and he calls me mother. And so he told one of his friends, said, "This is my mother." Say, we might not look alike, but we think alike. Yes, Larry. Thank you so very kindly And it is quite interesting to see how things go out here. I'm sure that Larry will see to it all the time that our meat supplies are always fulfilled. This is the Clara Luper Radio Show, and today's show is being brought to you by CP's Catfish, the best catfish in the world. When we first came out here 11 years ago, there were about six catfish stands. But today I'm happy to report that we are the only catfish stand out here. So if you want some delicious catfish, that catfish is so delicious, it will make you, oh no, it won't make you sing because, you know, I'm very fortunate to have a son that cannot sing, but I do have a son that can talk, and he will be with us in a few minutes. Oh, it's interesting to see people out here I've never seen a crowd just like it was out here yesterday. This was the largest first day crowd, I think, in the history of the Oklahoma State Fair. Oh, they are coming in now. They are coming in now. And the interesting thing about it, once you're out here at the fair, you get to meet people from all over the world that comes to this show. They have an international building with things that you just can't imagine. And if you really want to see something, you ought to see this Ford exhibit out here. Ford has over 25,000 square feet of Fords. And some of the Ford people that's out here, you can't believe, they are really ready to go. And they are ready to tell you and explain to you what's new as far as Fords are concerned. I want you to see everything out here. And I had two friends, Letty Ruth Hunter, Nancy Davis came out, and I gave them a grand tour of the Oklahoma State Fairgrounds, and they were amazed. You never know what's out here until you come. Whatever you do, stay ready. Keep your mind open. Don't say I can't do it because I see people out here that are coming in wheelchairs. I see people that's coming in with their walking canes. They are here. Fun for all ages at the Oklahoma State Fair. The Oklahoma State Fair, right off of 10th and May in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Do you know one thing? I told you about that big dinner that the Fifth Street Missionary Society had. I told you that Mrs. Bertha Golson was back and everybody was all smiles because the birthday ladies were served and they were served well. And I would like to express my appreciation to the Missionary Society that allows me to be a part of that great celebration. Tonight is a big night at Oklahoma City University for all of us because I will have the opportunity to meet the 30 young people that have received the Clara Luper scholarships. I will be there. I will be one of the speakers when those 30 young people are presented. What a challenge, what an opportunity. And I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm so excited to have the opportunity to see 30 young people that are students at Oklahoma City University on the Clara Luper's scholarship. Isn't that something? That is really something from a girl from Hoffman, Oklahoma. But I've always told you all that I was smart. I told you that I graduated in the top 5 of my class. I reminded you that there were only 5 in my class, and naturally I was in the top 5. And it's quite interesting to note that all 5 of us are still living. Speaking of living, you haven't lived until you fall in love with a fair. Love a fair. That's the theme. Oh, I love a fair. I love CP's catfish. I love Miss Merlin's gumbo. I love Calvin Luper's French fries. Oh, I love shrimps. I call them Alicia Hildreth's shrimp sticks. Oh, what a day you will have at the fair. Now be patient with us. When you come to the fair, we do have reserved seats for you. All you have to do is come to CP's Catfish, and somebody will direct you. Sarge is working here. He should be here in a few minutes. Oh, he has already been here and has everything ready for you. What's happening in the real world, you never will know what's happening until you go out. I don't care how bad you feel. You will feel better when you have been to the state fair. You will be saying, I love a fair, I love a fair, I love a fair. What is it you love about a fair? Is it the smell of the food? Is it the exhibits and you got to see the exhibits? What is it that you really love? Well, I love a fair because I have the opportunity to meet people, to, oh, I don't know. I have the opportunity to meet people that I have never even imagined that I could meet. People that can take an idea and move with it. And this is what they have done. Oh, they are passing by now. Oh, they are so happy. They say, I'm part of the I Can Do crew. And if you don't think this is a clean place, you ought to come out here. And we would like to salute those people that are really keeping it clean. Let's go, big team. Let's go. Oh, they are coming in now. They are coming in now. And one thing about the fair, people show their own personalities. And you can see different personalities. You can see smiles on people's faces. You can see people moving and moving around and say, well, here we go. There they are. Here's a lady that's really dressed for the fair. And on the back of her shirt, she has, I love a fair. And I have been here for a long time. The little children are coming in. Although the fair will not open officially. It's already open to some of the shows that are being presented here today. This is Clara Luper at the State Fair in Oklahoma. Someone told me that this is one of the largest state fairs in the United States of America. Have you seen that B-52? Well, when you come to the fair, you will see that big airplane. Well, I want you to look at the plane, and then I want you to look over here at us. How did Cecil Williams used to put it? We are looking good just like our people should. Oh, what is so exciting about a fair? Maybe it's the feeling. It makes you feel young. First, you are part of it, and you realize that this is it. Well, we'd like to congratulate Cox because they have a B-52 Entertainment Plaza out here. And do you like pigs? They have pig races out here. Have you ever seen any pigs race? You got to see those pigs, and those pigs can really run. Have you ever thought about a live shark encounter? Think about it. Come out and see it for yourself. Bring your children, and not only out here to ride rides, but to look at the exhibits. Some of the top exhibits are here. And all you have to do is to come out here, look at the exhibits, and come and eat at CP's Catfish. I had a young lady yesterday that came up here and said, Miss Luper, I had to come here and eat because I don't want you to talk about me on radio. I sure will talk about you if you don't come and eat with us. I've always told all of you to give me my flowers while I live because when I die, I can't smell them. I can't tell you how beautiful they are, but I want you to come on out to the fair. And I would like to thank all of you that speak to me. It's kind of drizzling out here, but it doesn't make these people any different. They know God gives us the rain, but he also gives us the sunshine. What a life and what an opportunity. Today there will be a lot of bands out here, and that will be good. There will be a band day parade. Oh, that's going to be exciting. There will be Doggies of the Wild West. Disney on Ice presents Princess Classic. There will be a jazz ensemble. The Oklahoma Publishing Company has a booth out here that you've got to see. It's interesting to notice how many people are coming out here in the rain. I guess it doesn't make any difference. Ladies and gentlemen, here he comes. Calvin Luper's coming in, and Calvin probably knows more people out here than anybody and that even you can imagine. This is the Oklahoma State Fair, and this is Clara Luper broadcasting from the Oklahoma State Fair in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Here comes Calvin Luper. You say he can't sing? I say that too, and he'll tell you that he can't sing. But one thing that Calvin can do, Calvin can talk. Calvin can tell you all about the fair. And he'll be singing happy birthday today to a lot of people. And here he is in living colors, all ready to go, Calvin Luper.
Good morning, Oklahoma City. Good morning, Mom. You know I have to start off every morning, especially on these beautiful Saturday mornings when the Lord has blessed us with rain, just enough rain to make it just right, to come out to the great Oklahoma State Fair, where you will have an opportunity to not only to be a part of it, but to come by CP's Catfish, Miss Merlin's Gumbo, to enjoy the State Fair. I invite you to come out. You know, we've been here before, and you've heard about the State Fair before, and I know all of us at one time in our lives have come to the fair. But this is a special year. Something special will happen for you when you come to the fair. There are many free prizes. There are many things that you can do. There are many exciting people that you will have an opportunity to meet and be a part of. So I'm inviting you to come out and to just see for yourself. One thing about the Clara Luper radio show, I know Mr. Gates don't mind us bragging on Gates Barbershop there at 2609 Martin Luther King. I know Miss Matthews and Paul don't mind us bragging about the daycare center. But you can see some people out here that are fantastic, that are sharp, and all you have to do is take the time out and come out to the fair. Parking is free in areas. The admission is reasonable in areas. The food is good everywhere, but here at CP's, where we have the best, where we have the great food. But then just come out and be a part of it. Mom, so many good things have happened this morning. I was anxious to get here because of the fact that I know that this is a special day. I missed a couple appointments we had, but as usual, we will make up for that. So I'm going to turn it back over to you for a couple of minutes, and then let me finish doing what I'm doing. But Oklahoma City, those of you who are listeners to the Clara Luper radio show, we want you to be a part of it. Now, when you get to any of the gates or any of the information booths, ask them where CP's is. I'm going to tell you now because CP's is located on the north side of the Travel and Transportation Building. We are west of the B-52 bomber. We are east of the arena. Good things happen when you listen to the Clara Luper radio show, and I see a young lady here that does face painting. She fixed Jayla up, and you all know Jayla. If you don't know Jayla, let me tell you about Jayla. Jayla's up from Texas, from Arlington, Texas, and she is happy to be here. But one of the happiest moments was when she came by CP's Catfish, and directly across from us, she went and got her face painted. Now, she had all kind of little designs. I said, Jayla, what happened? Oh, I like this. I said, Carol, I like this. And good things happen when you're at the fair. And there are a lot of good things that are going on. But what you have to do is to spend your time wisely, spend your money wisely, spend your enthusiasm wisely. So come out here and join and see and ride the bull, ride the go-karts, look at the shows, and there's thousands of things that you can do here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. This is our state fair. People have come from across this nation to be a part of it. But the best thing that could happen is for you to be a part of this, the great Oklahoma State Fair. Also, CP's Catfish, Miss Merlin's Gumbo, Miss Merlin's Beans and Rice, and that shrimp on a stick. Oh, my goodness. I can hardly wait to get my shrimp on a stick for today. So I'm going to pass it back over to Mom right quick. But those of you that call that friend, call that neighbor, and tell them to be a part of this, the Clara Luper radio show. But we really want you to be a part of the great Oklahoma State Fair.
Yes, Calvin, I love a fair. I love a fair. What do you love so much about it, Clara? I love the people that I have the opportunity to meet. And I had the opportunity to meet a young lady that I admire who came in here from the great state of Iowa. And here she is, and she will tell you her business here.
Hi, this is Tickle the Clown, and I'm across from the Catfish, CB's Catfish, and it's great catfish. And I'm doing face painting, and we got all kinds of face paint designs, including Oklahoma State University and OU Sooners. And we got tiaras that are just darling, and some temporary tattoos, and balloon animals, and all kinds of stuff. And I'll tell you, that little girl, J-Lo, she came over and she looked like a little princess with her princess tiara and her princess face, and she was just darling. So I just have a fun time clowning around with the kids and clowning around with adults, and we just have a good time. There's nothing like a state fair. There really isn't, and the Oklahoma State Fair is really great. This is my first time here. Hopefully not the last. This is wonderful. Rain or shine, this is great. So thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. Will Rogers told us a long time ago, if you don't like the weather in Oklahoma, just wait a minute. Tell the people where you're from.
Oh, I'm from Iowa, from Webster City, Iowa, which is right in the middle. And some people think I'm from Sunnyvale, but it's Webster City. And I've been Tickle the Clown for like 18 years. And come on over and get tickled at the booth, and we'll tickle your fancy and get you a tattoo. This is a fantastic state. Iowa State Fair is good, so's the Oklahoma State Fair, and I am so proud to be here. Actually, I'm tickled to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. As this part of our program has been brought to you by Gloria Matthews. Gloria Matthews, who says this is it. What is more exciting than drinking Coca-Cola, Sprite, Dr. Pepper? And Calvin, who do we have here? Well,
I'm not going to tell you who we have here. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. But one thing that we do have some of the fine product that they've made available across the state fairgrounds. You'll note all the cups are about the same. All the drinks are priced the same. But then there's some people that come out here early before the fair and get everything together. And I want to introduce you to one bald-headed young man that we all have learned to love and appreciate, not only for his good work, but for his personality. In Oklahoma City, I want you to sit back. I want you to relax. Call that friend, call that neighbor, because we're fixing to talk to the Coca-Cola man here at the fair. Come on over, brother. Introduce yourself, and welcome to the Clara Luper Radio Show. We're live and in beautiful living color, but you know that already. But say hello to our constituents and those people that will be coming out here enjoying our great Diet Coke, Dr. Pepper, Sprite, and also I'm not forgetting one, the Clara Luper lemonade. But we have that available too. Here you go, brother. Introduce yourself and just tell us what's going on right quick.
Hey there, this is Dwayne from the fairgrounds from Coke, and come on out and try this Clara Luper's catfish and drink a Coke and you have a great time, no matter if it's raining or not. Just come on out, enjoy, see you.
See, I told you that he's a mess, but he's a good mess. Dwayne, you're from right here in Oklahoma City, aren't you? More? Oh, my goodness. He's from on that town that's on the other side of Norman, where the tornadoes love to go through. But one thing about it, he's been here. He's made sure that we have our product up and running. He's made sure that not only our stand is up and running, but across the fairground. You know, it takes a lot of work to get a fair together. It takes a lot of work to do anything productive. These young people have come from across our state. They've come from across our nation, and we've gotten it together. So we invite you to be a part of this, the great Oklahoma State Fair, where you will have that opportunity to understand and to see some of the works. There's many exhibits that you can go through, some of the buildings you can go through. But one thing about it, I want to thank a special friend of mine, and that's Dr. Brazard. Dr. B, I sure appreciate it, man. If I hadn't had that chiropractic treatment there at your office, 723 Northwest 23rd, if you hadn't done a good job, then I don't think we would have been able to be so happy to be here and so active to be here. You know, one thing about a chiropractor, I was kind of scared. I'm kind of like everybody else. My God, what is he going to do? But what I found out is that he did his best to make me feel better and to help heal those injuries that we had. Good things happen when you listen to the Clara Luper Radio Show, and you just heard about one of the best things. That's Dr. Brazard there at 723 Northwest 23rd. Go by there. Call. It's the Oklahoma Chiropractic Clinic, and you can call, but the big thing is to go by there. If you have any kind of injuries, I believe any kind of injuries, but any kind of injury that hurts your muscles, broken bone or something, go by and let Dr. Brazard take a look at you and give you a diagnosis. Better than that, let him treat you. You heard it live. You heard it in living color here on the Clara Luper Radio Show. Good things happen. Good things can happen now because Mom is ready to go again.
Yes, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to enjoy life at its best. I'm enjoying, and here's C.P. Wilson, Mr. C.P. Wilson, who just told me that he's too busy to even talk to you out in Radio Land, but he's not too busy. But he's not too busy to say thank you to all of you. He would like to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay.
I got bragging rights here. I got bragging rights to CP's Catfish, Miss Merlin's Gumbo. You know why? Because of the fact that we are, just a few exhibitors have been able to survive. I guess that's what you should call it at the state fair. Here come a bread man now, but he doesn't have his hat on, even though it's slight rain. But then good things have happened here because of the fact that we have been here and we have a great product. Rainbow Man is here. We can't call him Rainbow no more. We're talking about Earth Grains Man is here. You've heard from the Coca-Cola Man. But see, what happens during this part of the morning is that we start getting everything prepared for you. There's a lot of little things that every exhibitor out here is doing. Why are they doing it? Because we want you to have a great time when you come here. We not only want you to see the exhibits, but we want you to enjoy the good food. They want you to enjoy the good food. I want you to enjoy the great food because we got the great over here. We got Miss Merlin's Gumbo. We got beans and rice. We got shrimp on a stick. And we got that delicious catfish. Wait a minute. Don't go. Come on back. Don't try to run away. Come on over here. No, I ain't getting you in trouble talking on the radio. Good to see you this year. Welcome, bro. Introduce yourself. Now, I can tell a lot about you. I can tell them how hard you work. Making sure that all of the booths have the right bread products. I like calling it rainbow bread. That's what it is? Okay. Rainbow bread. Well, introduce yourself to us right quick, bro.
Okay, now this here's John the Bread Man, and I want y'all to all come out and see Calvin and Miss Luper, and they've got good food, I'm telling you. Come on out. Now you hear?
Okay, we got great bread. We got great bread and good food. Thank you, John. John has been with us. We've been with him because he kind of has helped us, get oriented for this type of event. Good things happen, and that was one of the good things. So you've heard from the Coca-Cola man. Dwayne said he was going to be all right. John is bringing the bread in. CP is getting the fish ready. The only thing that we're missing is you, and that will only be shortly. So we're looking forward to that. I know that there are a lot of things going on this weekend, but the big thing is that we want you to have a great time and to come out here and to enjoy the state fair. Your tax dollars are invested, and you'd be surprised at the improvements that have been made in the fairground. You know, we used to complain about the parking where we were always in the mud. They've changed that. We used to complain about every kind of thing going on at the fair, but we've changed that. And when I say we, I'm saying that because it is us. And I know my tax dollars are working, and you can see your tax dollars and our tax dollars preparing us for what is really an international event. You know, over there is the Bubble Building, and in that building you have exhibitors from across this nation and really from across the world. Down the street here on Stagecoach Road, you got some young people that have come in. I think they're from Jamaica, and they got it all going together. Directly across from us, those of you who love automobiles and trucks, then we're right across from us. John is saying something. Hold on just a minute. John, hold on just a minute.
Johnny just told us what was wrong with Calvin's appearance on television. Tell the world.
The only thing wrong with Calvin being on TV, he didn't have the bread man with him.
Oh, this is the Clara Luper radio show, and today we'd like to thank God for the rain because rain is good for our yards, it's good for our garden, and I can tell you one thing. It's really an advantage to be a minority because when you're a minority, the majority knows you and they know you by name. I would like to thank the attorneys that came out here last night, Attorney J.W. Call and others that came here and said, I just had to be with you. I had to come out and eat some catfish. What is a friend? A friend is someone. A friend is someone that will help you when you are in need. You know, sometimes you look at people and you say, these people really want me to go. But then when you look again, they don't care whether you go or not. They do it their own way. But what difference does a day make? You cannot stop the wind from blowing. You cannot stop the rain from flowing, but you can stop by CP's Catfish, Miss Merlin's Gumbo, Alicia Shrimp on the Stick. You can do it. You can do it. You can be at CP's Catfish Cafe. You can enjoy catfish. You know, a lot of people like to sit around and complain, but I'm so glad I'm from Hoffman, Oklahoma, where we were able to turn mistakes into victories. And if you don't know how to deal with mistakes, you're in bad shape. This is the Clara Luper radio show. Well, this is going to be a big day because Calvin is going to sing happy birthday to Mrs. Bertha Golson, Mrs. Burnett Knight, Mrs. Novella Palmer, Mrs. Sammy Rogers, Mrs. Lucille Williams, and that lovely, talented Mrs. Ida Elkins, who's in Wichita Falls, Texas. Well, they are coming in now in spite of the rain. They have their umbrellas up, and they are coming in. Maybe we can get a CP to say thank you to those of you out in radio land. Maybe he'll say thank you, and maybe he will not. I do not know. But I do know it is a beautiful day. And every day when I get up, I get down on my knees and say, God, thank you for giving me another chance to experience your goodness, to experience the air that we breathe, to see the clouds, to see the sunshine. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And I would like to thank you for all of my students. Students from John Marshall, by the groups have been out here. Students from Dungy School. Students from Douglas High School. Students from Northeast. The students from Northwest Classen. I would like to thank you. And those of you that are here from Pawnee, you know I would like to thank you. Not only that, but I would like to thank those of you that are home today, praying that this fair will be a great success, that we will succeed. And I do hope that next year we will have more minorities out here that are involved. We can no longer stay across and look and wonder what's happening. Oh, here comes a group of handicapped people. Oh, they are being pushed in by people that have dedicated their lives to seeing to it that those that are handicapped, those that cannot walk, will be able to enjoy the Oklahoma State Fair. Yes, they are coming in. And sometimes you look at people and you say, how are they making it? And you realize that they are making it because that's God's will that they should make it. And they are enjoying life. They are enjoying excitement. They are enjoying the thrills. And there come a lady who's pushing a young man that has no legs. And she has a green umbrella up, and she's pushing him. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you could see it. It's a feeling. There are a lot of babies out here, too. There go a group, and there's a man and his wife, and he's carrying the baby, and they are just looking. And that's the only way you can ever learn anything. You're going to have to learn to look and to listen. This is the Clara Luper radio show, and today I'm sorry that I'm not in the studio, and you can't hear from those that have wisdom. You cannot hear from, oh, Calvin is really living. They are running up saying, hi, Calvin, and Calvin loves it. He's enjoying every minute of it. He's enjoying life as it's at the best. And Calvin will be in today, and he's going to sing out of his heart for all of you. Calvin has had a lot of experience in singing. And did I say singing? Yes, he calls it singer. He's had a lot of experience, and I know Mrs. Bertha Golson will enjoy him this day. I know Novella Palmer. I know Mrs. Knight. I know Mrs. Rogers. I know Mrs. Lucille Williams. I know Mrs. Elkins will get the news that Calvin is singing happy birthday to them. Calvin, it's interesting to note the different kinds of raincoats these people have.
What do you mean raincoat? You know, one thing